the definition of abundance, from what I'm really starting to recognize, is our ability to be in the present moment and orient our awareness and our attention towards those things in the present moment that can be a source of fulfillment for us. That is really the definition of abundance. I want you all to maybe start to let go of the idea that abundance is something in the future. Abundance can only happen in the present moment. And abundance can only happen based upon how you're feeling and how you are perceiving. How you are perceiving is your abundance. It's nothing other than that. So we need to get out of the matrix programming that abundance is money. Money is one form of abundance. But money follows abundance. Money doesn't bring abundance. Money follows abundance. And the abundance I'm talking about is your state of being. The second wisdom I want to share that's been coming through is that abundance on the deepest level is actually your relationship to the present moment. So the practice that I've been doing just more recently has been about bringing all of myself into the present moment. And then starting to sense and feel that how can I realize that right now in this present moment I have everything I need? That's the second principle of abundance. Abundance is the ability to have a mindset that is free from the idea of scarcity or is not looking for where things are lacking. Abundance is the state of being in mindset where you are in the present moment, but you're practicing and seeing in a way where you can recognize that all that you need, you have. And when you think that something is missing, and that idea that something is missing starts to trigger for you these feelings of lack and fear and restriction and constriction in your body, then you've just left the state of abundance. So for me, what I've been practicing is asking myself the question, whatever I'm trying to achieve in the future, whether it's success or some money or whatever, how is it that the universe and source right now in this moment is actually giving me everything that I need to be fulfilled? So I start to realize that scarcity is not because something is lacking out there. Scarcity is because I'm not allowing myself to see what's actually present for me. I have not been opening my eyes and my heart to take in and receive that which is already here for me, that which can be the source of love and joy. I started to think about this idea that, once I die, we're all going to die and I'm up in heaven or I'm as a soul. I got a feeling that my soul is going to say to me or say to itself, when you were living on earth, Rameet, you had so much love around you. You had this falling snow, you had the birds, you had art equipment, you had events that were actually happening all around you. But it was you that chose not to pursue and receive that abundance that I already gave you. I feel like Source is going to say, my higher self is going to say to me as the consciousness that's still in the egoic state once I die, which is the impressions that accumulate karma. Dear Rameet, that time when you felt like you lacked abundance, do you know you had a roof over your head? Do you know you had so much stuff in your cupboard that you could cook a great meal? Did you know that you had friends that you could call and enjoy? Did you know that I had given you all these events around town that may have taken half an hour to drive to, but you chose not to do them? You choose not to go to these events and reach out. And I also freed up some evenings for you where you had no work. And in those times, you could have danced, you could have shaken your booty, you could have created your art. And I also, Rameet, gave you so much abundance of creativity that was a part of your abundance, but you chose not to do it. So, I think about how our soul and our essence, it wants for us to know that life itself is abundance. Like the very essence of life is life force energy. And life force energy means that everything is alive right now. We are one with the cosmos. We are one with the stars. We are one with the galaxy. We're one with all of creation. And so abundance is understanding your expansive nature. Abundance is understanding that you are life itself. And so as I start to really, start to think about this, some of the things, what else I've been doing just more recently, is beginning to recognize this, that part of being in the abundant state is my capacity to receive in the present moment. Abundance equals receptivity. Abundance is receiving. And what we're receiving is not money necessarily, but it could come, what we're receiving is life force energy. Life force energy is basically how we're drawing into ourselves life. So you're in the present moment. And instead of thinking about, I don't have this, I don't have that, are you drawing in life? Are you drawing in that new hobby? Are you drawing in the meditation? Are you drawing in a song? Are you drawing in dance? What are you drawing into yourself that is life-giving? That is a form of abundance. So many of us, we feel lack and we feel scarcity because we have a hard time receiving. We don't know how to receive. And we don't know how to receive enough because our womb space, our belly, there's trauma in it. We have these limitations in a nervous system, and our nervous system feels like unsafe to open up and mistrusting of the present moment. And especially for women, our womb space and our belly is like, it's just like programmed and has these internalized belief systems around unworthiness, lack, not enough, and I can't. And so the womb space is holding these patterns that are stopping your body from receiving what's actually present and actually learning to celebrate. The last thing I want to say around abundance is your ability to begin to practice celebration. Because just say you got the $1 million you want. In that moment, you would feel like celebrating. You would feel happy, right? So abundance is your ability to be able to practice the state of celebration and the state of seeing life from the fullness, from the eyes of fullness.